I guess really my first exposure with photography was in undergrad school, and it was part of went to a liberal arts school, and it was just part of the broad curriculum there. But then when I got out, I really thought I wanted to get into video production of all things. So I was lucky enough to get a job working as a still photographer for a television station, and thought I would move into production. But then I quickly learned that I kind of enjoyed being a still photographer. So I did some graduate studies and applied for scholarships in film and video, and received one in photography. So after a while, it just kind of became obvious that maybe I should just go with the photography and drop the rest of the ideas, and I'm happy that I did. I was brought up with film. I love film. I have adapted to the digital world, but I still have a fondness for film and traditional processes that, with all the technology that's available, that everyone thinks they are a photographer. And to be a good photographer, you have to do something different and more creative. You really have to push the edge of photography to stand out at all. I like to push it. I think the first thing you need to do is really learn your equipment, learn how to become a good photographer, learn all of the rules, and once you can do it well, then you're allowed to start to break all of the rules. Beyond the page has led me into doing little artist books, and this actually was a card about the amaryllis. This is the amaryllis as a bud, and then you open it up and it's blooming, and you keep folding it and folding it and refolding it, and it comes back again to the beginning. So I call it a Perpetual Amaryllis. I started out wanting to make just some note cards. I thought that would be a good thing to have. It's a small item here in the gallery, but I couldn't make things just fold once, so this is what this one does. Oh my. And it too is made of all of photographs. It's called a star book. When you open it up, these are photographs of models of painted fish, and they call it a star book because when you open it up, it does resemble a star. And then it closes with a fish hook and a debarbed fish hook and bobber. So, there. The books are a good way for my more humorous side of me to come out. This book was called I Think I Have a Floater. So, here's the book, open it up. And it's a tunnel book of eyeglasses, and the floater behind it is actually, it's actually a cicada. But again, I did this with the photogram of eyeglasses and then the exoskeleton of a cicada. And then it closes up and then closes with the eyeglasses. So. There you go. They are a collection. I had an outstanding film collection. I kept the ones that I want, and kids have picked up the ones that they want. And there were just so many snapshot cameras back in the day that they're really not of great value. They really are just kind of wonderful objects of art. And I always tell people when they're looking at the cameras that if they tell me what their first camera was, I can probably tell them how old they are. In this space, I've been here about 6 years now. This was the old King's Food Warehouse, and because I've always had my studio on 3rd Street, and my husband and I owned the film lab, and of course that kind of went away. And when they raised the rent, we looked at each other and said, "Do you want to do this anymore?" We said, "Nah, I don't think so. We're out of here." So I started looking for space, and this was just being developed, and of course it still is just being developed, but it's starting to come. They call it the distillery district. Well, ever since I got out of undergraduate school, so it's been 30 years now. So I have supported myself with my photography all my life.